Hello everyone and welcome. So now we're going to be doing scales and from chapter 6. Okay, so as we go along, we've got an A, an E and a D. Then with our C major ascending, we've got an E, an F, a G and a B. Okay, so we turn over. Then when we're here, we've got our 6th note, our 2nd, our 7th, our 5th, and our 3rd as follows. So you just want to make sure that yours are on the same lines up or the same spaces up. So for example, this one is on the 3rd line up. Okay, you want to make sure when you draw these, they don't touch the line above or below either. Okay, as we go on to the next exercise 3, it's going to be tone, semitone, tone, semitone, and then it's going to be semitone, tone, tone, and tone. The challenge is, as I mentioned before, I've got missed out in this little marking the book. We're only doing the exercises. So exercise 4, you've got D major, and it needs to be descending because you can see it's walking down, so we're going high to low. And then F major is ascending because we're going low to high. How I know this is a D major is because D major's got 2 sharps in, and this has. And I know this is F major because F major uses a B flat. On to exercise 5. So exercise 5, we've got G major descending, and that means we need to include an F sharp. We've then got F major descending, and we need to include a B flat. D major ascending, we need to include an F sharp and also a C sharp. For exercise 6, we need to circle D, then F sharp, then E, then the number 4th, the 7th, and the 4th. As we turn over to exercise 7, you might need to just pause the video and have a look at where these will be. So we've got our bracket over the top here, bracket here, bracket here, here, and finally here. And again, the orange I deliberately haven't filled in. So now we're on to chapter 7. So if you've not done chapter 7, you can pause it here, take a week to do the chapter, and then you can pop back. Or obviously if you're an adult and you're doing these within days, or if you're just doing this for fun, then let's carry on going. But you don't feel that you have to do the whole book in one go. So for exercise 1, you've got F major, C major, D major, and G major. Okay, for exercise 2, you've got the circles. Okay, so it says circle the notes that need an accidental to create a melody in each named key. So this one's probably easy if you just pause the video and see if you've circled the right ones. If you haven't, you can ask mum or dad if they're musical. You can ask me in the lesson, or obviously you can ask your own teachers too if you're just watching from YouTube. So for exercise 3, again, you might want to just pause it and see, but you've got a tick here and then another one there. You go along the bottom, you've got an F, a D, a C, and a G. Exercise 5, you need to write in sharp signs. Now, when you write these in, this is one of the reasons why I'm hand holding the phone for doing this video, is this sharp, which is our C sharp, needs to be right in the center of that 3rd space up. And this sharp here, which is an F sharp, needs to be right on the top of the right with the top line cutting through the middle of it. Okay, so it's the 5th line up there. So we've got the key signatures written in there. Again, you might like to just pause this to see if you've got them right. Exercise 6, we're going 3rd, 6th, 4th. Oh, and we're in D major as well. And then here in G major, and we're going 6th, 7th, and 3rd. As we go over to exercise 7, we've got a B, F natural, and a G. We've got F sharp, A, C sharp, and C natural. And then we've got C, B flat, F sharp, and F. Just watch out, there was a mistake there before, so that's an F. Okay. So now we're on to chapter 8, which is our intervals chapter. So again, just be careful. If you haven't done the intervals, you'll need to do it before checking ahead, where I'm going to give all the answers. So we've got 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th. Then we've got 2nd, 5th, 7th, and octave. So this is octave. So the 8, obviously, for the Greek word octo, is for the 8. If you think I say that a bit funny, it's only because I am half Greek, so I'm used to speaking in it. And then the VE is the end of the word octave. So we're going the 8 is in the oct, and then the VE. So we've got octave. Exercise 2. This definitely will need to be paused, double check. So what you're looking for here is making sure that you've got the correct spaces and lines filled in. Be really careful when you get this and you've got a circle with a line going through it, the circle is not allowed to touch the lines either side, yeah? Just like mine, so be careful with that. Exercise 3, again, you're going to need to pause the video here because there aren't any words for me to read out. Just pause it and see if what you've done matches. Okay. Exercise 4. This is a second and an octave. Then we've got a third, a sixth and a seventh, a second, a fifth and a fourth, and a fourth, a seventh and a third. Exercise 5, we're going to tick fourth. Then next we're going to tick second. Next we tick seventh. And next we tick fifth. On to exercise 6, we've got octave. Then we've got fourth and fifth. Then we've got sixth and second. And we've got seventh and third marked. So as we go over, we're now on chapter 9, which is our tonic triads. So we've got G major, C major, F major, and D major. And then we're going to have our tick right at the very end. Now here on exercise 3 is really tough. So there's a circle added here. There's our semi-breve added here. This one's added just underneath. This one's added underneath. That's in the middle. And that one's in the middle with the addition of a sharp sign. Now, if you don't understand this, you need to check with your teacher or with me in lessons, okay? Obviously, if you're taught by me, we go through the chapters with the idea you'll understand it before you fill them in. But this is probably the hardest bit in the whole book. Okay, exercise 4 is C major, G major, and D major. Then there's just a challenge and about our progress. So number 10 is terms and signs. So you've got the whole page of information of your terms and signs, but we're just going to concentrate on the answers. So we've got fortissimo, moderately quiet, quiet, gradually getting quieter, mezzo forte, and crescendo. There's nothing else on that page to fill in. Exercise 2, we've got allegro at medium speed, gradually getting slower, slow, accelerando, allegretto, and time. Then we've got dolce in a singing style, detached, and repeat from the beginning. And then the next page is blank. Then exercise 4, we've got moderately loud in a singing style, staccato, 96 crotchet beats in a minute, slow, gradually getting quieter, repeat mark, and the end. Okay, then we've got music in context, which is chapter 11. Okay, so here again we've got ticks. So we need to do D major, bar 7, dotted minim, a D, and then we go false, false, true, true. Exercise 2, we're going to go bar 4, cantabile, 5th, 2nd, then give the number, it's bar 4. We tick quick, then we go false, true, false, false. Over to exercise 3, we tick the final one, then we go true, then we tick bar 2, bar 7, bar 6, bar 1, carrying on we tick bar 6, and then bars 2 and 7. And then that will take us to our notes. So if you've got everything right, or most of it right, then we're now ready for the practice exam paper. If you're one of my students, don't go on to it yet. We'll talk about that in the lesson. Okay, so well done. We've now covered all of Grade 1, Discovering Music Theory, the ABRSM workbook. So well done, and I'll see you for the Grade 2 revision of the answers in my next video. Goodbye.